WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany, often tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Now I have, for the very, very first time, my top 10 American whiskeys from 2022. So I made a list of 12 of the whiskeys from America that I did reviews on here on YouTube. Gave them to my 150 plus super fans. They voted as well. My vote, their vote combined turned into this list. And most of these areas were very close by each other. So that's very, very, very good. So these are all products that I had in a video. That does not mean there are other different great bourbons out there, or ryes, or single malts. This is just all combined, my top 10 of 2022. So let's start with number 10. Number 10 was for me and for our group here over in Germany, Balcones Lineage Texas Single Malt Whiskey. Whiskey base number 172745. That was actually very, very nice. The more I try Balcones Single Malt, the more I love it. All right, so Balcones Lineage, that single malt, fabulous, fabulous stuff. All right, so an interesting product that just arrived over here in Germany, amazingly, is the Old Forester 100 proof Kentucky Straight Bourbon, whiskey base number 205104. That's the 1 liter bottle. And for me, it was number 11. For my fans, number 7. One of the cheaper products over here, if you look at the value for money. Very, very nice product. Brown-Forman, Old Forester. We just didn't have it before. We had the 80 proof, but not the 100 proof. Imagine that. All right, so why isn't it bottle and bond? Is it made at 2 different places? All right, number 8. This is a single cask for Europe. This is Rocktown. So this is straight Arkansas bourbon whiskey, single cask, from Berry Brothers and Rudd, 2016 distilled, 2021 bottled, and whiskey base number 185712. I actually had this at the beginning of the year. I thoroughly enjoyed it. One of the better whiskeys. For me, 6. For my fans, 12. And it evens out to 8 in this case. I'm so happy that Berry Brothers and Rudd supply us with high quality single cask strength whiskey over here in Europe. Not much, but when they do, it's often excellent. Well done, Berry Brothers and Rudd. So number 7. Now, for me, this was 5. For my super fans, 11. Why? I think I own the only single bottle of this in all of Europe. Say all of Germany. Smooth Ambler Founders Cask Strength 5-year-old rye whiskey. Whiskey base number 204789. Why do I say that? Because I actually purchased this bottle in the U.S., had it shipped over here into Germany at a very high cost with 5 other bottles as well. And that was my highlight of that purchase order. Smooth Ambler, Old Scout. I still have some of their sourced rye whiskey from MGP laying around here. Very, very nice stuff. I think I paid like 35 euros for it. It's going in auction now for 80, 90 euros. That old Friend stuff. But the Smooth Ambler, they made it themselves in West Virginia. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Number 6, Four Roses Small Batch Limited Edition 2021. Whiskey base number 199153. Now, it takes a little while for these limited releases. They usually come out over in the States October, sometimes November due to the pandemic. And by the time they make it over Europe, it's another 3 months have gone by. So I think I bought this bottle in the Netherlands as well. Netherlands is kind of the place to be sometimes for good bourbon, I must admit. And they're doing very, very good things there. Four Roses, great. Small batch, limited edition, 220 euros. Ouch. That's the price we have to pay over here. So for me, 8. For my superfans, 4. It is a good whiskey, just a little bit of sometimes a disappointment for the value for money. All right. So where I was not very disappointed, I had this at 7. My superfans at 5 was a Maker's Mark Private Select for Kirsch. Kirsch is one of our biggest importers of whiskey over here in Germany. and they did a Maker's Mark Private Select with 53.75%. It was good. All right, whiskey base number 219091. I really have to look into this. I think I have enough followers and enough sway that I could actually do a private select with Maker's Mark, bring it over, and be able to sell all these bottles as well. Wouldn't that be good? A Maker's Private Select for WhiskyJason. Yeah. Let's see if I can make this happen in 2023. All right, number 4. This is something I'm really, really happy we got. This was Iron Root Republic 2018-2022 single cask number 506. It's a Texas bourbon whiskey from Berry Brothers and Rudd. So 4th position here. This was so fantastic. I love the Licorice family. I love what they're doing at the Iron Root Republic down there in Denison, Texas. I was there this year. I hope to go back next year. Very, very, very nice. Would love to have a cooperation. Love to see more of the bottles coming over here to Germany and Europe. That is Iron Root. Yeah, you know what you're doing, guys. Thank you. All right, now the secret mystery whiskey of the year for me, from American whiskey standpoint, is the 3rd place bottle. Look at this. This is TX Texas Straight Rye Whiskey. Have you seen this bottle anyplace in the States? I haven't. Have you seen this? If I go to Firestone and Robertson Distillery in Fort Worth, Texas, there's not a single mention of this. There's only one single place in all of Europe that I can buy this, and it's in the Netherlands again. And I have bought and given away. No, that's 4 bottles already. I have demolished a bottle with friends in one night. I have another 3 bunkered away, and I have 1 open. So I personally have bought 9, if I'm counting correctly, 9 bottles of this, and some bunkered, some given away, some sold, some now demolished. I just think this Texas Straight Rye Whiskey, €43 on sale for 36. I think this is an amazingly great whiskey. I just drink it, and every single time in the aftertaste, oh, it's so good. There's no dill. There's no of that of any type of grassiness. It's a wonderful, wonderful. I think it has to do with the yeast. Wonderful, wonderful product there. I love it. All right. So number 3, mystery whiskey, TX Straight Rye Whiskey. Number 2 and number 1 have exactly the same points. My number 1 is number 1, and the crowd, my super fans' number 1 is going to be the 2nd place. And both are just fabulous, fabulous, fabulous whiskeys that I'm so happy that we got over here in Europe. So number 2, Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C921, 60.1%, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Whiskey base number 201496. We in Germany get 1 batch, we in Europe get 1 batch of Elijah Craig Barrel Proof per year. So in the year 2021, it was the C9. By the time it made it over here, it was already 2022. We just received our 2022 batch 3-4 weeks ago in December, and I'll be reviewing that as well. Has to do with the bottles, has to do with 700 milliliters instead of 750 that you have in the States. It always is a big frustration. You get 3, we get 1. But hey, we got a good one. The C921 was fabulous. I did a blind tasting with the 21, the German or the European version 20, and the 19 and the 21 1, for me at least, blind. All right, the number 1 American whiskey, hands down for me, not even have to think about it. This was so spectacular as well. Booker's, 2022-02, the Lumberyard batch with 62.4%. Whiskey base number 216477. How and why we did not get a 2022-01E again. We've been getting those since 2014. All right, so 6 years of one batch a year of 01E for export, and then suddenly we get with a nice label. Usually we don't have any names at all. That lumberyard batch, we've never had one with a name. Which just says Booker's 2020 minus 01E. No name, no story, nothing. But finally, thank you, Jim Beam. Thank you, Bookers. Thank you, Beam Suntory. We get a 2022-02 Lumberyard batch. That was so good. I shared one bottle at the whiskey fairs. I poured another bottle. I have a bottle open up here, and I have a bottle bunkered over there. If I can get my hands on more, I'm going to buy more. It's that good. I like Booker's. Over here, we were paying about 80 euros for it. In America, you were paying $100. We got it cheaper than you did. I actually had a couple places for 70 something. I should have bought even more. I just love that edition. All right. So these are beautiful, 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 beautiful expressions from 1 to 10. I'm so happy that I was able this year to taste so many fabulous, fabulous American whiskeys. All right, let's go from the bottom to the top. So once again, here on the list, we have Balcones Lineage, Texas Single Malt. Number 9, we have Old Forester 100 Proof. Number 8, we have Rocktown, a single barrel from straight Arkansas bourbon from Berry Brothers Rudd. Number 7, the Smooth Ambler Founder's Cask, 5-year-old cask strength rye whiskey. Number 6, we have the Four Roses Small Batch Limited Edition 2021. Number 5, we have Maker's Mark Private Select for Germany for Kirsch. Number 4, we have the Iron Root Republic Single Cask 506 for Europe from Berry Brothers and Rudd. Number 3, we have the TX Texas Straight Rye Whiskey. Only can be found in the Netherlands. Love it. Number 2, the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C921. You notice how late we are. And then we have the Booker's number 1, the 2022-02 Lumberyard Batch. Now, none of the products that me and my partners and I, and 10 Bourbons import into Europe are on this list. Why not? Because this channel should remain independent. I do not do any reviews of any products I am financially involved in any way. So, that's the reason why. And so I hope you've had some other products that are good, that you really, really like. So my question of the day is, what were your American whiskey highlights for 2022? You can divide them up into your bourbons, your ryes, your single malts, your American whiskeys, whatever else you want to do. Just write them down here. They don't have to be. They didn't have to have been released in 2022. The only requirement I have is you tried them in 2022 for the first time, and you liked them. So that would be my criteria, my bookcasing of that, of the requirements to write something down there. So, WhiskyJason over here in Germany, thank you for all the people who've commented on my videos this year, who have watched me evolve and learn more and more about things. And what I find so interesting is almost, let's see here, half of these whiskeys you in America can't get. American whiskey is not available in America. I always thought that was an Irish problem. All right, so the TX straight rye whiskey, not single cask, 50% can't get. The single cask 506 from Iron Root can't get. The Maker's Mark Private Selection you can't get. The Rocktown you can't get. Yeah, so 4 of the 6 are not available in America. I think that's crazy. All right. Thank you very much. All the best. See you soon. WhiskyJason. Bye-bye.